Can you solve this ACT math problem? Let me know the answer in the comments below. Are you ready? Let's go. So we have a sequence problem here. The first four terms of a sequence are shown in the table and is defined by the first term being a1 equals 2. Okay, and this is a classic recursive sequence, and we need to recognize this because we have a sub n minus 1. So the previous term is being used to get to the next term. So we want to first recognize that this is a recursive sequence, and your first n is starting at 2 and then it's going to go ahead. We need to find what's the sixth term, a sub 6, okay, of this sequence. All right, so we have all of these given. So in order to get to the sixth term, let's first go to the fifth term. So we have so let's go ahead and substitute the fourth term, which is a sub n minus 1. And that is going to be our fourth term, which is 16. Because remember, for the fifth term, we need to use the previous term, which is the fourth term, which is 16. This one. And then we have to plug in, substitute our 5, because a sub 5 is going to be the fifth term. So we're going to put 5 here. So 5 minus 1 whole squared. Okay, so when we write this out, we can say a sub 5 is equal to the fourth term, which is 16, plus 5 minus 1, that is 4 squared. Okay, that is going to be 5 minus 1 squared, which is 4 squared, which is 16 also. So 16 plus 16. So that is going to give us 32, and 32 is going to be our fifth term. Okay, and that is the term we're going to use to go ahead and find our sixth term now. So now to get to the sixth term, we can write back into our sequence formula. A sub 6 is going to be equal to the previous term, which is the fifth term now, which we just calculated to be 32. Okay, plus now instead of this n out here is going to be 6, because that's the sixth term now. 6 minus 1 whole squared. And this one, the previous one, we just calculated to be 32. All right, so 32 plus 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 squared, that is going to be 25. So 32 plus 25. Okay, and that is going to give us the when we add those two up, it's going to give us 57. And that is going to be our final answer. So just to recap, we used the previous term to get to the next term. This is called a recursive sequence. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Of course, choice G is our final answer. Hope you have a nice day. Talk to you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.